Welcome to Grace on Fire, supporting one another in bravely creating with wild abandon that which sets our hearts on fire. And I am so grateful and so blessed and so honored and privileged today to have the very beautiful Gloria Arredondo. She's Glow Essence, and she is an author and a woman's advocate, and she's an essence healer. So let's give a warm and gracious welcome to Gloria.
Thank you.
Gloria, you are an author of 3 books, correct?
Yes.
3 books, and I am very interested in reading every single one of them. I'm interested if you studied to be, what did you study? Did you study to be an author? What is your major?
Well, I studied mechanical engineering in the men's world, and I also studied Chicano studies, and my focus was third world women. So I was always a fighter for women's rights. But then, after a divorce, I needed some healing. And one of the advices was to get in touch with my female energy because I was a mom and dad and my male energy raised. So I started writing to the men of my dreams, and these letters became books.
Wow, Gloria, that's very inspiring. And I also have been a single mom and been in that men's world where I've had to work 7 days a week and raise the kids and do everything. And I see you and I look at you and you've told me some of your books. And I think this might be a really good time to actually bring your books out. Can we do that? Here, why don't did you, oh my.
So this is the first one, and it's called Essence, Esencia, and this one Elementos de Mujer, Woman's Elements,
Mm.
and Memoria de un Sueño, Memoirs of a Dream. And all of them they go to the core essence of a woman, their dreams, their desires, anything that doesn't have to do with what part she plays in life. It's just the essence of a woman.
Mm. I know there's only one that is translated in English at this time. And
The
so
last
as
one.
soon as that is completed, I want a copy for sure. I want to read it. And
I will bring it to you.
oh, please. And when the others, I want to read them because
I
this
will.
is where we are at in the world. And you're a leader in this, Gloria, in bringing the feminine energy into the planet in a really profound and powerful and compassionate and loving way. And by you writing these books, and I know there's a lot more that you do
There's a lot more.
to support the woman and everything. But before we leave the books, I want to ask, how do you come up with some of these techniques for your books? How do you come up with the inspiration?
Well, I needed time for myself, and I started going to the mountains. Short periods of time, I will ground myself and meditate. Sometimes I did sun gazing or just color healing, and there were downloads of words, and they will just flow to my fingers, and I will start writing and writing and writing. I will email every single text or writing to myself, and then a year later, I will open all these emails, and they became books. And I hardly recognize those letters coming out of me.
Mm. Mm. Wow. And you have patience to wait an entire year and to let this gestate and these thoughts and then come back and read them again. I don't think I could be that patient with, when I get the
I'm
ideas
not
come
that
through.
patient. Yeah, I fighting it because I'm a go, go, go girl. I
Yeah,
think we have to be like that when we're mom and dad.
right,
But
right. And we're both moving into that feminine power. And You're a step ahead of me, Gloria. You're a step ahead of me. So I want to know. I want to know. I want to learn from you, and I want to know. Tell me about you. Tell me what inspires you. Tell me the depths of your female power.
Well, I started recognizing the female energy in the wind,
Mm.
in the water, in the mountains, everywhere. Everywhere you see female energy and recognizing that beauty, that softness, those colors, textures. And I needed to also find or refine the male energy. So, right into the man of my dreams, I found my male energy. So maybe one day I'll manifest this man. He's not perfect, but he's just a reflection of me.
Mm. Yes, he's going to be perfect for you.
Yeah.
There is no perfect person, and I believe that now that you're just continuing to embrace the feminine in you and in all life, all life, and you are such an embodiment of embracing the feminine in yourself and all life. And by really engaging in that and embracing, so surrendering into that.
It's surrendering and going deep inside yourself, recognizing your cycles, the smell of your skin, the your behavior changing with the moon, or how your body reacts to the river or the ground in the mountains. Just
Mm.
recognizing how that makes you feel as a woman. And sometimes we live in a hard world right now, and you have to step back and say, I have this power to change everything just for that moment. And sometimes it takes a very dark, not dark, a very bright, colorful lipstick, a flower in your hair, just to remind you
Mm.
you're female energy.
Yeah. Always returning to that feminine energy, always returning to that feminine energy, and knowing that how sacred the masculine is as well to
Mm-hmm.
contain that. And that when we are deeply rooted in that feminine energy, we can actually access that masculine energy in a different way. Tell me how do you balance your life and your masculine and your feminine energies, being such a female goddess on this planet to really transform the lives of women and men.
So, my work, my real life work, I'm a marketer, but I'm an advocate for women's rights.
Mm.
Sometimes I have to help them escape an abusive marriage. Sometimes I have to take them to shelters or translate in court or do these things that are require the tough in me to come out to defend. And sometimes it's just the mothering
Mm-hmm.
energy. But going back to my writing, that softness, that sensual energy, that sexual energy that we have, and that makes me a balanced woman.
Wow. That's so beautiful. So you go out and you go in and you get in touch with that softness, that feminine power, that compassion, that gentleness, that wisdom and grace that is infinitely abundant within you, and that allows you to go out and be sometimes the ferocious bear mother
Yes.
that the feminine energy can be ferocious, as any mother on this planet knows. If our child if our child is in danger, if we need our child needs something, oh, we will climb the highest mountain. Watch out is more what I would say. Anybody in the way, you just watch out, because that feminine power can be ferocious, and that's part of our power too.
Yes.
And I think that if the more that balance that you have of connecting in.
You feel it. You feel the fire. You feel when you have become a volcano and you're ready. And then other days you're just flowing. There's nothing
Mm.
that bothers you because you're
Mm.
just flowing in life. Or
Mm.
sometimes when I'm in the wind, someone has to
Mm.
grab me and says, Gloria, come down to earth. But then I
Mm.
can be in any of the elements, or the elements can be in any
Mm.
of us.
Ah, I'm just so moved and inspired because as we watch and we observe and we notice Mother Earth, Gloria, you are such an embodiment of the power of Mother Earth because look at her. I mean, you have your beautiful trickling streams and your flowers and your meadows, all these soft butterflies that are in there, but you have tidal waves, volcanoes.
Yes.
You have the raging waterfalls as well, and that's all part of the mother energy. And you've embraced that by you need that power when you're going out there. You're standing up for a woman who's
Yes.
being abused.
I
You
hold her
cannot be softy
space.
soft.
No, no. I hold her space, and I call others to hold her space and protect her, because we should protect each other. There has been so much shaming of everything that has to do with the female energy, or her sexual power, or everything that is female. That enough is enough. We have to come together and protect each other, teach each other
Yeah.
of this power that is within. We just have to go back to inside. Like how many of us recognize our menstrual cycle? How does it feel from the beginning to the end? How does our skin change colors, our pH, or the symptoms of premenstrual?
Mm-hmm.
If we do not get in touch with ourselves, we give out our power.
Mm.
Once we just honor anything, everything that has to do with female energy, it just makes us
Mm.
powerful, I think.
Oh, just being in your presence, Gloria, and hearing you speak, it's like poetry. I'm just feeling like I'm in my feminine power just by being next to you and hearing your beautiful poetic descriptions of life and those sensitivities that we start to, as a female receptive being, we start to get attuned in, and it takes us time, it takes us practice, and you've become a master at these sensitivities of the sensing in outside and inside your embodiment of a female. And I know that you're an advocate for women. How powerful is that? Saving women's lives and bringing them into their power and saving them from danger. And that's not an easy job, going out into the
No.
world and doing that. You're an author. You're an author. You're a single mom. And I know you also have a radio station as well that is contributing to women. You want to say a little bit about that?
I have a radio program. It's called Solo para Mujeres, just for women. I bring the police department, the health department, psychologists, psychiatrists, sexologists, anyone that can add to the life of a woman and the family itself. Because you add to the woman, you add to family, society, everyone in this world. I also write a column for magazine, a Latino magazine, and I express everything that I feel. And my purpose is to educate women.
This is your purpose in life.
Yes.
So expound a little more on your. I know you do. These sounds like you got the column, you have the radio station, you have your books. You're an advocate for women out there saving women in difficult situations. Through all of that, your purpose as a
Is
powerful woman.
my purpose is to be a reflection of the female energy, the power
Mm.
that we hold being woman.
Mm.
And I want to wake up other women to this power, or just to make them recognize it, or help them recognize it by being a mirror to them.
That is so powerful because by your purpose of just embracing and embodying and surrendering deeper and deeper to this feminine energy, this feminine power, that purpose alone, whether you even spoke to any woman or man ever, is going to transform the world just by you being that purpose. And I know that it's not going to just stop there, because you've already written books and you've got a radio program and you're out actually actively involved, helping and assisting other women who are disempowered in their femininity. But just being that presence, that's where it all starts for you, isn't it?
Yes. And because I have a mother and I have a daughter, and all
Mm.
this shaming has to stop.
Yes. Yes. Yep. I think the feminine energy is awakening on the planet, and people like you, Gloria, that this planet is so blessed to have here now on this planet, in this world, writing, teaching, reaching out, helping, in listening to your heart in the ways that you do, is transforming the planet. And I want to conclude with you had a 7-week commit. I invite people to make a commitment if they'd like to. Mine has been very simple. It's just been to do yoga 5 days a week. But you have shared with me your 7-week commitment, which I'm so inspired. Could we conclude with your 7-week commitment for?
So every day for 7 weeks, I remind myself that I'm a sensual being. And it's okay. There's no more shaming on the body shape, size, or anything that has to do with um, making me feel bad.
Mm. What That's profound, simple but profound. And if each and every one of us could make that same commitment, one day at a time, even
Yes.
to really love and acknowledge ourselves, and never shame or disempower or listen to that harsh voice. It's not that it's not going to come up. It still comes up in me.
Mm.
And it's not until I really recognize it where I have to say,
Stop.
is that true?
Yeah.
Is that true? Who am I? Get in touch with the truth. I'm committed to truth. I'm committed to truth now,
Yes.
just as you. And the
Mm-hmm.
truth of you is your divine perfection. And any story of shame or any story that you're not
Mm-hmm.
is a lie.
Yes.
And so that is such a powerful commitment. I just acknowledge you for that. I want to just thank you and acknowledge you, Gloria,
Thank you.
for being on this planet at this time, doing your work, your service to humanity, which is so powerful, and being that example of the feminine power. I'm learning from you so much. I mean, just being in your presence, it just feels so yummy. And immediately by being in your presence, I'm connecting deeper with my femininity. What a gift you're giving the world
Thank you. Thank you.
and all beings on this planet. What an astounding woman, author, healer, woman's advocate. You've got a radio show. You're an author on a column in a magazine, and you've just begun. This woman's just started. So watch out, world. This is Gloria Arredondo, and I am so honored to highlight you today and to let the world know who you are and what you're up to.
Thank you. And namaste.
Namaste. Have a beautiful and blessed day.